Hi, I'm Ian from IanTaylorTrekking and welcome to our Annapurna Base Camp Trek. Annapurna Base Camp is tucked into this beautiful valley high in the Himalayas in Nepal. It's a beautiful stretch of the Himalayas that reaches all the way across to Mount Everest.
You're on top of the world. Like, look at what's surrounding us. It's just superb.
The scenery has been unbelievable. Every turn you take, it's been a different scene and it's just been magical.
So really our Annapurna Base Camp Trek is 12 days. We pick you up at the airport, bring you to a nice hotel in Tamil in Kathmandu. We fly you into Pokhara. We take you into the town. We spend another night in a hotel. And then we drive up into the mountains and we start trekking.
The jungle was my favourite part by a country mile. Of course, this is spectacular, but going through the jungle and those kind of paths and seeing monkeys and even leeches and things like this is really special.
And we take like a 3-day trek up to Poon Hill. It's a beautiful staircase route all the way up to like 10,000 feet. It has one of the best views in the Himalayas.
Then you kind of get really hit by the scale of like the mountains that are here. They're way bigger than anything I've ever seen.
We drop back down into the main Annapurna region and then straight all the way up into Annapurna Base Camp.
To arrive up here in ABC was something special. It really, really was. I had a moment, but it's just absolutely amazing.
We take you all the way back through the hot springs in Jinu and then all the way back to Pokhara and fly you back to Kathmandu, another night in the hotel, full service all the way through.
This is my 4th IanTaylor trek. I know coming on any IanTaylor trek that it's going to be well looked after, well mapped out. Food is going to be fantastic and the safety is going to be first.
I wouldn't go with any other company. IanTaylor just picks the most amazing Sherpas, porters, guides, everything. They're just superb.
We always have 4 guides for every group of 10 trekkers. So that is not normal in the Himalayas. We have more support, more staff. The guides that are going to take you out there are highly qualified, highly experienced, and have been doing this with us for over a decade.
Oh, the guides went so far above and beyond. It's hard to put into words. We are so well looked after. Their skills, their wisdom, they have answers to every question you could imagine. They make sure that we are on top form every morning and every evening. I couldn't commend them enough for that.
You know, Annapurna Base Camp is just below 14,000 feet. So we've kind of designed the itinerary to maximize acclimatization so you can go all the way up to Annapurna Base Camp without any issues. And we've had a 100% success rate on our Annapurna Base Camp treks because we take our time going up to high altitude.
My family are so happy as well that when I tell them I'm going on these expeditions that it's with IanTaylor, they're extremely happy because they feel I know I'll be looked after.
On the Annapurna trek into Poon Hill and into Annapurna Base Camp, the accommodation is quite basic, but the great thing is there's less people. There's less people on the trail because the towns have less lodges.
The food is fantastic. It's been really good. I was a little worried because I just thought that I mightn't be able to eat that much every day between altitude and everything else, but the selection is incredible and I've tried to stick to some of the local cuisine as much as I can. But if you are feeling a little bit like you can't eat much or you want some home comforts, there's pizzas, pastas, veg curries, you name it, it's there. And then of course the famous banana pancakes, which are delicious every morning.
You walk up high into this alpine valley with Annapurna I, the most dangerous mountain in the world right there, Annapurna South, Annapurna IV, all the Annapurnas like right around you. It's absolutely magical.
When you saw NBC Base Camp, it was just the best feeling ever because you knew kind of once you got that tough day over, it's only 2 hours up to here, this spectacular, amazing scenery.
Just waking up this morning and being surrounded by all these huge mountains and the sunshine.
The views were just spectacular. It was absolutely amazing. We saw the sunrise and you'll just never see anything like it in your life.
You know, just trekking these trails with other people, learning about yourself, you're growing as a team, you're challenged on certain days, you're celebrating, you're dancing, just having this amazing growth experience in the Himalayas that I'm not sure you kind of get on any other adventure or even just random holiday.
Just experiencing nature and experiencing Nepal, it meant so much to me, to be honest. More than I can tell you. It's amazing.
But it is a starter trek, so anyone that's kind of starting out trekking, wants to get into bigger trips, bigger adventures, the Annapurna Base Camp Trek is the best place to start.
This is my first trip with IanTaylor and it definitely will be my last. Any future trip that I'll go on will definitely be with IanTaylor. I think that our guides and IanTaylor's company just has it really spot on. We are always the best looked after and I couldn't commend them enough for that.
So look, the Annapurna Base Camp trip is amazing. It is one of the best treks in the world. If you want to get on it, get in touch with us. info@IanTaylorTrekking.com. Get on our website, IanTaylorTrekking.com, and I would love to see you on one of our trips to Annapurna Base Camp.